Okay, for this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make the photo cards that I talked about in my previous blog post. For the supplies, you're going to need your cardstock, a smooth rock or bone tool, your glue stick, your photos. I'm going to be making 2. And optionally, some rubber stamps. I'm going to make a birthday card and a thank you card. And of course, the ink. Okay, so we start off by cutting the cardstock into the proper sized sheets. So I'm going to lift this up. The orange bar here has a ruler on it, but it's kind of hard to see. So I have marked the 2 links that I'm interested in with black lines. In this case, this is 6 1/4 inches, and this is 8 1/4 inches. So I'll get this lined up just right, like that. Put this down, and make the cut. Didn't quite get it. Then I'll go ahead and make another one. Once again, this is 6 1/4 inches. Okay, this piece is scrapped now. It can be used to actually make postcards if you want, because there's just enough room here to put cardstock behind a regular 6x4 photo, and you can make your own homemade postcards this way. But that's not what we're doing today. Okay. The other length is 8 1/4 inches. So put this here. Once again, this is scrap, so we'll move that over to the side. And this one, the same, 8 1/4. Okay, so we're done with the paper cutter for now. We'll move that over to the side. We have our 2 pieces of cardstock. This step is just folding them in half. This is where the bone tool comes in handy, or in my case, just this rock. It's a very smooth rock from one of the beaches out here in Oregon. So this has a pretty good fold on it. Next, we do this one. Same thing. So there. A very good. Now that our blank cardstock, our blank cards are ready, it's time to glue. It's time to glue the photos on. The first photo I have is from Fort Rock out in eastern Oregon. It's just a nice, wonderful place out in a valley called the Christmas Valley. It's also called the Oregon Outback. So I'll turn it over. Now, when I first started these, I thought it was really important to get glue to each of the four corners and all along the edges. As it turns out, that's not needed at all. You can get it just, as long as there's glue in the back that'll hold the photo in place, it's going to be just fine. So let me get my glue stick. Here we go. So I'm just going to So we'll take one of the cardstocks and we want to align it along the fold. So the top part of the photo goes along the fold. So as we hold them up, I'll check. There's the top, here's the fold. So I'll just put it on there like that. Make sure it's aligned. That looks pretty good. And then I'll put it face down and really press it in there. As you can see, we have extra part around the edges. That's good. We'll end up cutting that off after the card is dried. So I'll go ahead and bring the other one out. This is a photo of Tumalo Falls, which is in eastern Oregon again, near Bend. So it's a really nice waterfall. So once again, I'll just put some glue on here. Okay. Put that on. Align it with the fold, like this. So, make sure it's really aligned here. Then I'll really press it in there. Now what I like to do is take them and fold them on a sheet of paper like this. And then I'll put a book or something heavy on top of it and let it sit overnight. So let me go do that. Alright, so they've been sitting. I pressed them pretty good, and now they're ready to cut. So let's see. Here they are. They both look pretty good. So what I'm going to do is get my paper cutter over. So I was having trouble with my paper cutter. It was a new paper cutter that I just got today, and I think I'll probably be taking it back. It didn't like to cut through all the layers of the cards. So I'm returning to my old paper cutter, which is this one here. I don't like it as much because it's a little bit flimsy, but it does the job. So that's of course better. So what we're going to do here is cut the excess from around each card, side of the card, except for the fold, because of course the fold doesn't need it. So we'll line the cut against the fold like this, and cut. That time, no problem, cut right along the edge. So we'll use that as a guide now to do the bottom. There we are. And the other problem with this paper cutter is it sort of sometimes does some drags there, which I don't particularly like. But we'll go ahead and cut this. And there we go. The card is cut and trimmed to size. Now the final step, if you want, is I have the other card here also trimmed, to put a stamp inside the card. You don't need to do this. The cards work fine without them. The inside is blank, which gives you a lot of room to write your own message. But if you want, it can be nice sometimes just to have just an elegant sort of text on the inside of the card. So let me do that real quick. I have a happy birthday, and I think this could work as a birthday card, so I'm going to do this one. So I'll ink it up. That's pretty good. Make sure it's the right direction, and just stamp. So let that dry a little bit. And this one can be a thank you card, so I'll ink it up. Looks pretty good. Put it up, line it up, and stamp. So let them dry a little bit, but then the finished product looks like this. So here's the photo, and you open it up. Happy birthday. And in this case, thank you. And there they are, ready for mailing. Thank you for watching.